All right, for today's deep dive, we're looking at a pretty specific piece of hardware, the NTI SM-16X8-15V-LCD VGA video matrix switch.
That sounds complex.
It does. So our mission is to break down what it does and really what kind of advantage it offers in a professional setting.
Well, at its core, it's actually pretty straightforward. It's designed to solve one big problem. You have lots of video sources, in this case up to 16 computers.
Okay.
And you have multiple displays, maybe 8 monitors or projectors. This device lets you route any of those computer signals to any of those screens instantly.
So that's the matrix part. It's a total free-for-all of connections, any input to any output.
Exactly, a matrix of interconnection possibilities.
What's interesting to me, though, is that it does all this with standard VGA cables. We tend to think of VGA as, a bit legacy.
Yeah, that's a really key point. By sticking with that standard 15-pin connector, it actually simplifies things. You don't need special interfaces or those old, bulky BNC coax cables.
It keeps the whole setup standardized.
Which is critical in big installations.
Okay, but my big question is quality. How do you split and route a high-def VGA signal to 8 different places and make sure the image is still, perfectly crisp?
That's the engineering challenge, for sure. The solution is buffering. Each video output is individually buffered from every input.
So it's like each signal gets its own isolated, protected path.
Precisely. It isolates and strengthens the signals it passes through, and that's what allows it to support really high-end resolutions. We're talking 1920 by 1200 at an 85 Hz refresh rate.
Wow, okay. That performance is backed by a video bandwidth of 200 megahertz or more. That number sounds big, but what does it actually mean for someone in, say, a control room?
It means the image stays stable and clear even over a long cable run. No ghosting, no blur. It's all about signal integrity.
And I see here the physical parts help too. The 15-pin connectors have a 75 ohm impedance.
Yep, that's the standard for professional video. It ensures a perfect match between the source, the switch, and the display.
So the specs are solid, but how do you actually control this thing if it's sitting in a server rack somewhere?
This is where it gets really flexible. You have options. You can control it over an Ethernet network through a serial port, or you can just walk up to it and use the buttons on the front panel.
It has an LCD screen on the front, right?
It does. And maybe most importantly, it comes with a control program, a GUI, a graphical user interface. So routing becomes a simple point-and-click operation.
Ah, okay. And that control is what makes it so useful in these high-stakes environments. You mentioned control rooms, but also places like command centers, boardrooms, even courtrooms.
Think about it, a courtroom. You might need to instantly switch from a lawyer's laptop presentation to a security camera feed on the main display.
And you need that switch to be seamless and reliable, no glitches.
Failure is not an option in those settings. And that's why these units are tested so vigorously. They go through a minimum 24-hour burn-in, heat testing, load testing on every single port.
So to wrap this up, just a couple of final details for anyone considering this. It's TAA compliant, comes with a 2-year warranty. All the bits and pieces, the power cord, IR remote, mounting hardware, it's all in the box. So it's ready for serious long-term integration.
It is. And this all leaves you with a pretty interesting thought to consider. When you have the power to instantly manage and distribute critical video information across multiple displays, what new strategic advantages does that unlock for decision makers?
Right.
It's not just about connecting monitors anymore. It's about creating a unified, instantaneous visual understanding for an entire team. Think about what that really means.